Have you ever watched watercolor paint spread across paper and wondered how artists make it look so effortless? That soft blending, those glowing colors, the way everything feels fluid and alive, it might look unpredictable, but there's actually a method behind the magic. Welcome to HowExpert Tip of the Day, where we bring you real-world tips from our how-to guides on all topics from A to Z. If you want to learn even more in-depth strategies, examples, and techniques on this topic, check out HowExpert Guide to Watercoloring, available at Amazon, Audible, Barnes& Noble, Google, Kobo, Apple, Spotify, and all major bookstores as an ebook, paperback, hardback, and audiobook. Watercoloring is a painting technique that uses water-based pigments to create soft, transparent layers of color. Unlike other mediums, watercolor relies heavily on the interaction between water, pigment, and paper. That's what gives it its signature lightness and flow, but also what makes it challenging to control. Today, we'll break down the key ideas that help you understand how watercolor really works and how to use it more confidently. The first key idea is that watercolor is all about water control. Beginners often focus only on color, but the amount of water on your brush and paper determines everything, from how the paint spreads to how strong or soft it appears. More water creates lighter, more transparent washes, while less water produces deeper, more controlled strokes. Learning to balance water and pigment is one of the most important skills you can develop. The takeaway is simple: control the water, and you control the paint. The second concept is working from light to dark. Unlike some other painting mediums, watercolor doesn't easily allow you to paint lighter colors over darker ones. That means you need to plan ahead and preserve the light areas of your painting from the start. Many artists leave parts of the paper untouched to act as highlights. Building layers gradually, from light washes to darker details, helps maintain clarity and depth. The insight here is that watercolor rewards planning and patience. Another essential principle is understanding layering, often called glazing. Watercolor paintings are built through multiple transparent layers rather than one thick application. Each layer must dry before adding the next, allowing colors to build without becoming muddy. For example, a light blue wash can be layered with a soft yellow to create a natural green effect. This layering technique gives watercolor its luminous quality. The key takeaway: let layers work together instead of forcing everything at once. Timing also plays a major role in watercolor. Painting on wet paper creates soft, blended edges, while painting on dry paper produces sharper, more defined lines. Artists often switch between these techniques to create contrast and interest. For instance, a sky might be painted wet on wet for smooth transitions, while tree branches are added later on dry paper for crisp detail. The insight is that timing affects texture and control. Another important idea is embracing unpredictability. Watercolor has a mind of its own, and trying to control every detail can lead to frustration. Instead, many artists learn to work with the natural flow of water and pigment. Unexpected blooms, gradients, and textures can add character to a painting. Rather than seeing these as mistakes, they can become part of the artistic process. The takeaway: flexibility leads to creativity. Brushwork and technique also shape your results. Different brush strokes can create different effects, from broad washes to fine lines. The angle, pressure, and speed of your brush all influence how the paint is applied. Practicing basic strokes helps you gain confidence and control. Over time, your brush becomes an extension of your hand, allowing you to express ideas more freely. The insight: technique builds freedom. Composition is another key element. Even with beautiful colors and techniques, a painting needs a strong arrangement to feel balanced. Think about where your focal point is, how elements are spaced, and how the viewer's eye moves across the painting. Leaving negative space, areas with little or no paint, can enhance the overall composition and prevent it from feeling cluttered. The takeaway: simplicity often creates the strongest impact. Imagine an artist painting a simple landscape. They begin with a light wash for the sky, letting the colors blend softly on wet paper. Once dry, they layer in distant hills with slightly darker tones. Then they add trees and details, using controlled brushwork on dry paper. Finally, they deepen shadows and refine the composition. What started as a few light washes becomes a complete scene full of depth and atmosphere. When you step back, watercoloring becomes less about perfection and more about understanding flow, timing, and layering. It's a balance between control and letting go, between planning and spontaneity. With practice, you begin to trust the process and enjoy the unique qualities that watercolor offers. Watercolor isn't just about painting what you see, it's about learning to flow with the medium and letting it bring your art to life. For even more tips, techniques, and practical examples on this topic, check out How Expert Guide to Watercoloring, available at Amazon, Audible, Barnes& Noble, Google, Kobo, Apple, Spotify, and all major bookstores as an ebook, paperback, hardback, and audiobook. How Expert publishes how-to guides on all topics from A to Z. Visit howexpert.com to learn more.